My wife was moaning on the phone, making me listen to her finish.
Dominique, je t'aime.
It was the most humiliating moment of my life, because I had just seen her with another man through the curtains. I returned to Warsaw completely broken, but through sheer hard work, I finally got rich. Money can make a man confident, but I never forgot the humiliation Dominique put me through. How she told the judge, right to his face, that I was impotent. I didn't speak French, so I had no idea what she was saying when the judge threw me out with nothing. All these years, part of me still loved her, but another part of me hated her with a passion. Those two feelings were buried inside me for so long, and I had to make her taste despair for herself, make her feel exactly what I felt. First, I had my lawyer draft a will leaving my entire fortune to Dominique upon my death. Next, I had my friend Meek contact Dominique and tell her to come to Warsaw to claim her inheritance. Then, I had my driver get me an unidentified body from Russia. That way I could disappear and pull all the strings from behind the scenes. Once Dominique had the inheritance, Meek would arrange to have her passport doctored. Then he'd call the police, report me as murdered, and point to Dominique as the prime suspect. After all, she had the most to gain from my death. On the day of the funeral, I watched Dominique from a distance, thinking about what was coming next, and a smile crept across my face. After all the other mourners had left, Dominique stood in front of my fake tombstone, and she started to cry. For a second there, I actually felt myself hesitate. Maybe she really did still love me, I thought. But the plan was the plan. When she got back to her hotel, I was waiting for her, naked in her bed. The moment she saw me, she froze, completely stunned, with no idea what was happening. But tonight, she was different, gentle. She pulled me down onto her lap and kissed me. That night, I was a man again, and the sounds she made were even more intense than what I'd heard over the phone. I had done it. I proved to her that I wasn't useless. I left the next morning before she woke up. When she woke up and couldn't find me, she frantically called Meek. Of course, Meek wouldn't tell her the truth. Just as we'd planned, the police showed up at her hotel room. She doesn't speak a word of Polish, so she couldn't communicate with them at all. Just like me in that courtroom in Paris. On top of that, Meek had already paid off the hotel to get her passport and add an extra entry stamp. One dated the day before my supposed death, making it look like she'd entered the country just to kill me. She was completely bewildered, trying to figure out what was happening. She tried to tell the police I was still alive, but of course, they didn't believe a word of it. It was only then that she finally understood this was my revenge. She just sat down, turned her head away, and went silent. Her heart probably just filled with disappointment in me. A while later, I quietly returned to Warsaw. By then, Dominique had been sentenced and was in prison. I paid a guard to bring her some comforts and arranged to get a look at her from a distance. She was standing at a barred window, and she saw me too. Through my binoculars, I could see her signing to me. She was telling me to wait for her, that she would stay in Warsaw, that she wanted to marry me again, that she loved me, but she was saying it all too late. Or maybe, to me, it just didn't matter anymore.